Last weekend, Japan's regular major Maesuma Top returned, moving from their usual Osaka venue to one in Kobe, Hyogo for just this tournament, a special edition of the series, Maesuma Top 14.5. Talent from all across the country attended, including Acola, Yoshidora, Ashimo, Dio, Kananabe, Rarukun, Jogibu, Masa, and Doramigi, as well as a surprise invader, the world's best Incineroar, Sky making a visit to Japan from Mexico for the week. If you tuned in for last week's video about Itsukushima 2, just like then, I'll be covering more than just the top 8 for this tournament. So to help with the less recognizable upsets and deep runs, please welcome once again Rosebloom, returning as the sole scriptwriter for today's video. Her Twitter will be in the description of this video. Massive shout out to Rosebloom. Now without further ado, let's dive into the biggest storylines and results from Maesuma Top 14.5 in Hyogo. Let's start at the top. The winner of the event was probably the least surprising thing that happened this weekend, as the global #1 Acola secured yet another major victory, defeating Yoshidora twice, Masa, Kananabe, and Karage to win his 5th Maesuma Top. Yoshidora and Ashimo, relatively predictably, placed 2nd and 3rd as the 2nd and 3rd seeds respectively, having close sets against each other in winners semifinals and losers finals, but with Yoshidora ultimately winning out. Sky, the only international player who made it out of pools, ultimately placed his seed at 7th place, falling to Yoshidora and then to Doramigi's Min in an understandable upset loss, but securing wins on Rarukun, Yamadi, and a run back from Kion after losing to him earlier at a weekly.
Nice game.
Let's talk about the two biggest stories of the event. The low tiers. One, a long-time top player making an incredible run, the other, a surprise hidden boss reaching unprecedented heights. The best Zelda in the world, Yin, came into the event as the 29th seed, but as soon as they made it out of their pool, they immediately had to face off against the event's 4th seed and top 2 snake main in Japan, Dio. And in an incredible showing, Yin was actually able to defeat Dio 3-1, sending him to losers in an upset factor 6 win. After this, Yin was able to clutch out Game 5 against Japan's #2 Mario, Snow, and then just barely fell short of top 8, losing in a Game 5 set to Kananabe and then 3-1 to Kome for an impressive 9th place. Perhaps even more impressive, although with a lower placement, was the incredible run from Piranha Plant main Tas. As the 70th seed, he started off his run by clutching out a 2-0 upset over the 6th seed of the whole tournament, Luigi main Rarukun. A Game 5 loss to Levi afterward didn't halt his momentum though, with him taking an even bigger win than Rarukun with a 3-1 victory over Dio, sending the tournament's 4th seed out of the bracket at 25th, before Tas ultimately fell to Yamadi in a Game 5 set for 17th place. After Tas's previous minor upsets at Sumabato SP41 and other regionals, this was an incredible breakout run for him, establishing himself as a contender for the spot of best plant in Japan.
さあ、パクフラーの撃墜力であれば少し匂ってくるパーセントです。リーチサイクロン、これは上スマッシュ、地面へと出ている、撃墜だ。歓声が上がります。大きなアップセット。
You might think one of these two low tiers might be the best SPR at the tournament, but you'd be wrong. Instead, that spot goes to Steve and Min dual main Avaru, who went on his best offline run ever, defeating top Palutena Crete, top ZSS Mado, incredibly impressive giving Mado's 3-0 victory over Acola in the past, and multi-character specialist Moneyright, before losing to Ashimo and Nizemamo 3-0 for 25th place as the 99th seed of the tournament. Avaru has seen significant success online, with many top-level wins, but this is his first offline major breakout. It's yet to be seen if this success will continue into future tournaments he attends. Aside from the previously mentioned upsets, Japan's rising star Wario Urarumote was able to best Dora Migi, the Min prodigy, in a 2-1 upset. This kickstarted an incredible losers run from Dora Migi, who beat 3-3 Parenbox, Shupi, Snow, and Skyjay for an eventual 5th place finish, finally losing to Kananabe.
リベンジが当たればもう五分に戻る。ほぼイーブンですよこれ。さあ体がフォローを取っている。これはどうだどうだ。撃墜。攻めで上回ったのはエリア最長のドラミギだ。
Now let's go through a quick lightning round of the single set upsets that didn't cause any Cinderella runs or monster losers runs, but are still impressive on their own. Wi-Fi Warrior Aegis Fuku defeated Sumo Sumo's Dr. Mario and Me Gunner 2-1. Top Bayonetta Nizemama was able to defeat Jogibu in his pool final, while Steve and Kazuya co-main Rocky 3-0 Jogibu to take out the 8th seed at 33rd. Hidden boss Bayonetta main Takenoiro was able to defeat the best Ike in the world, Tora, in Winners Round 1. And lastly, the #1 player of Japan's Spirit's side event SSQM, a Shulk main named AA, was able to take out both Crete and Notten in pools in an impressive pair of upsets. Although Acola was the one to take home first place, this tournament certainly was a victory for many more players than just him. A victory for low tiers like Yin and Toss, a victory for players on the rise like Urarumote, and a victory for players making their breakouts like Avaru. And as cheesy as it sounds, sometimes it's not just the player with the trophy and the victory in Grands who is the winner. That's going to be it for today's video. Before I go, shout out to my patrons, Seth Laster and FireSkull333, as well as my tier 2 patrons, Iltis and Diamond Blaze. Additionally, shout out my YouTube members Stormtrooper, Lokosoko, Mattoon, Robopoke, Diarrhea, DHR Jr., Defective, Neo, and my tier 2 members Mike G and Wu-Tang Forever. Tomorrow I'll be making a video on Fighting Ghost Screamland, but until then, I've been Mr. Mice, and thank you all so much for watching.